Hello, everybody. Welcome first, it's May the 15th, 2019, and this is Wrestleview Weekly on the Wrestleview YouTube channel. Hello, everybody. Oh, my God, I feel so good. It is such a beautiful day. I am Doug Lackey, veteran columnist and poster reporter type guy for WrestleView.com and host of WrestleView Live alongside Mike Tedesco, who will be with me after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view this coming Sunday here live on this very channel, the YouTube channel, or whatever audio version format that you are listening on the iTunes, on the Spotify, on the SoundCloud, whatever the heck it is that you're listening to this on. Thank you for doing so. Hello, everyone in the chat room. Let yourselves known be now. Mike says, woo! Jason saying thoughts on the show is taped. We'll return to regular viewing next week. No, these aren't taped. These are live. I saw Gills in the chat room. CJ is calling it. Yes. Hello, everybody. God, it's been a gorgeous day here in, I said yesterday I'm in Mooresville, North Carolina, which is 20 miles north of Charlotte. It is 70 degrees. Nice breeze. I am hopped up on every single allergy medication known to mankind so that I could enjoy the outdoors and be on the laptop on my balcony whilst smoking the cigarettes and being the weirdo that I am. Yes. Hello. So, wow, tons of stuff going on right now in the world of the pro wrestling, WWE, and otherwise. Today on the show, going to be reviewing the go-home episodes of Raw and Smackdown that were taped across the pond over in London. And oh boy, this is going to be something there. Shifty saying mowed grass, no allergy medicine, eyes are swollen. Well, good for you. I'm glad you're okay, I guess. Also, tons of news television-wise. Finally, the T-shirt store out of Jacksonville has got a TV deal. We're going to be talking about that as well as other things going on in the wrestling world. And just as much as there's a lot of stuff on the news, holy crap, is the WWE Milk Carton full. Okay, we are no longer talking a gallon of milk. We are talking a milk truck. A Kurt Angle milk truck is what we're looking at. Holy crap. This is a big one. There are at least 34 people on the milk carton this week. It's a big one. It is a really big one. I think this might be the largest WWE milk carton that we've ever done on this show. So yes. And finally, to end off this show, predictions for what is behind me, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. As many of you know how it goes here with my predictions. The match, the Money in the Bank card has 11 matches. And as many of you know, with my predictions, I also make locks. And so, hi, Andrew. Hi, Daniel. And as many of you know, with my predictions that I make for pay-per-views and otherwise, I tend to lock predictions. And when I fail with said lock predictions, we take a shot of the Luna Azul Blanco Tequila, 100% de agave. Here's the thing. I don't know how many lock predictions I'm going to make for this pay-per-view. There's 11 matches. And part of me is like 6 is way too many, 4 is not enough. So I might go with 5. I think we're going to do 5 locks is what we're going to do for this. So there's 11 matches. 5 of them are going to be locks. Jason saying cap it at 6. Yeah, 6 is a lot. I can't do 6 shots of tequila in one show. So I think 5. I think 5 is a good point in. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. I'm sorry for the reaction. When I just said, oh, crap, because as many of you know, I prepare the show. I do a lot of preparing for the show getting the graphics right, getting the news items and headlines going, the massive database of the WWE Milk Carton, and lo and behold, the one thing that I forgot to prepare for and do was make my predictions. I've got the matches listed on my steno pad, but I forgot to predict the matches. So, CJ, I mean, you can, but what would Deanna think about your liver failure? You wouldn't think this, but Deanna can drink me under the table. Okay, she and I go hand in hand real well. Okay, but she drinks me way harder than you might think. Nathan, yeah. So, yeah. So I forgot to make my prediction. So we're doing them on the fly. We're gonna do them on the fly. Why not? Why the hell not? Fuck it, we'll do it live. So, oh boy. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one to lock because there are some matches on this card that I seriously have no idea about, especially the Money in the Bank men's and women's matches. So many scenarios that you can go through on your fantasy booking brain and try not to go too overboard, So, what are you going to do? Oh, yeah, by the way, the sources. The sources, first off, we are drinking from the Chalice of Truth. Drinking from the Chalice of Truth today, and we are drinking with the invisible can, is Noda's Noda Brewery's Hop Drop and Roll. It is my go-to favorite, 7.7 ABV IPA. It is a very, 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 very tasty one. You don't like IPAs? Well, you're not old enough. Bitterness is sort of a mature taste, okay? It's just like how, when you were young, you hated coffee, but then as you got older, you started liking coffee. You tasted beer when you were 15. It's disgusting, but then as you aged 5 years or 5 weeks, you got used to it. So I love it when people harp about, I don't like IPAs. They're so bitter. Well, okay, go ahead and drink your cider, drink your, fruity drinks or whatnot. It don't matter to me. Just don't poke fun at what I like. It makes me happy. Fuck your shit. Fun things are fun. We're going to make that a t-shirt. That's what I think. I want to make that a t-shirt. Fuck your shit. Fun things are fun is what the new t-shirt is going to be. So, all right. Let's try to get this show on the road before it gets off the main highway and onto a gravel road and we get bumpy because I haven't checked the shocks. So, Red and Blue show, pre-taped out of London. Yes, CJ, you did tell me to make that a shirt. I should make that a shirt. Pre-taped out of London were the Red and Blue show. I got to tell you, we know that go-home shows are not exactly, woohoo, shit's going on. These two were particularly tepid, except for the revelation of Mr. Bray Wyatt, Yowie Wowie, which really cut through the monotony of the shows, I think. It really, really helped the shows. But also with the shows, they were incredibly, well, let's just jump into it. Get it over with, okay? All right. Let's talk about the Red show. Oh, they don't do the Nickelback theme anymore. Uh-oh. You feel the allergies kind of kicking in because I got the window open. It's so nice. It's so nice outside. I wish I could do this outside. Talking about wrestling outside. Okay. Hey, there's Braun Strowman. He's choking, slamming some dude through a table. What's going on here? Yeah, so this show drastically altered what the Money in the Bank card was going to be. How would it do that? Well, from jolly old England. First, let's start this off. The Miz is in the ring, does a little thing with Miz TV, brings in Roman Reigns. They're acting buddy-buddy now, apparently, because the last time I believe that Roman Reigns was on Miz TV, he just sucker punched Miz in the face. Well, that didn't happen now. They're both kind of jacking each other up for their respective matches, and out comes people. Elias and Bobby Lashley come out along with Shane McMahon, a little schmoz breaking out. And so this is how we started off with the Teddy Long special of The Miz and Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley and Elias. Pretty cut and dry, paint by the numbers tag match with this one. I believe Shane McMahon would run in because he was on the ringside. And yeah, that's how the match would end. Shane would be getting some sucker punches on The Miz, everyone else beating up on The Miz, and then Roman Reigns decides to jump over the top rope onto everybody else. I like doing that again. Roman Reigns flying onto everyone into said space. So this is how we start. This is how we started off the show. It was a pretty lame finish, pretty paint by numbers thing. Universal Champ Seth Rollins is going to be talking backstage after the commercial break. We get an absurdly long video package about Rollins and AJ Styles for the championship match. God, that was the thing about this show and SmackDown is the video packages were egregiously long. I mean, these were like nearly 3-minute to 5-minute long video recaps of everything that's happened for the past 3 to 4 weeks. And what's so weird about this build for Money in the Bank, yes, after WrestleMania, we had a 6-week build into Money in the Bank. The problem was it actually was more of a 3 or 4 week build because of all of the excitement over the post-WrestleMania Raw and SmackDown, the Superstar Shakeup, and the wild card following the Superstar Shakeup, and other shaking up after the shaking up. Shooken up has happened, but no one has showed up. That's what's happening. So, the way we had enormously long video montages to go back over why all these things are happening. But they were so long. But you could only do it on a pre-taped show out of London, I guess. So, replays are showing Braun Strowman chucking Sami Zayn into the dumpster. Braun's walking backstage, does a little interview, but then he said that Shane McMahon wants to see him in his office. After the commercial, Braun Strowman in the office with Shane and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn says that he wants Strowman in a Falls Count Anywhere match for his Money in the Bank spot. Basically, Zayn at first saying Braun should be kicked out of the match and he put in instead. But then Shane was like, no, we're not having that. Sami goes, well, okay, then I'll fight him for it. And have it be a Falls Count Anywhere match. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's what we're going to have. Mojo Rawley then makes his entrance to the ring for Monday Night Raw, debuting on Monday Night Raw on TV instead of in the dark, his brand new look. Facing Apollo Crews, who is off the milk carton. We finally got a twofer. 2 guys off the milk carton. Mojo Rawley showing off his look and yelling at the guy, yelling at Apollo while he's down. His Alabama Slam is maybe his finisher, but that's how he would win the match. Kind of like Mike's little tweet comment here. Welp, it's that time of year where they try and remember why in the world they have Mojo Rawley floating around on the roster. Like every year, Rawley will prove why they shouldn't use him, and it'll be dropped. Rawley, even in small doses, is awful. And yes, it's true. I completely agree. Okay. He needed he needed different entrance music for the look that he was going for, which looked completely sinister. He didn't get on the microphone to introduce this character at all during his entrance or during the match, didn't remind people at all about what this change is, even though he hadn't been on TV for 3 weeks. That I don't understand, okay? Maybe we could have stomached this match a little better if we were reintroduced to what he was instead of these enormously long video packages in the first place. So, this is not looking too good. Because it wasn't really that good of a match either. It's more on him than anything, really, because this was the match that you were going to, introduce yourself. Hello, Dylan. He says, good luck with the predictions tonight. Catch on the replay. Oh, thank you stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Don't ever stop trying new sources. Never. Never new sources. Always the go-tos. This was a very weird segment. Came up. So Alexa Bliss is talking on the phone backstage. Apparently her luggage was lost at the airport. Nikki Cross walks up, normal voice, acting completely normal. Bliss says that she doesn't know how Cross grew up here in England. Cross says that she's been here for 4 weeks and doesn't think anyone has noticed. Bliss says that she hasn't had time to notice. Bliss is worried about looking foolish again. Cross says that she could talk to the McMahon family about it. Bliss says Cross could take her place and walks off. Nikki Cross smiles. So there's a fatal four-way match involving the 4 women on Monday Night Raw, and apparently Cross is taking Bliss's place. CJ says that the segment was explained on WWE's YouTube channel. Well, I'm watching the TV show. Okay? It's hard to explain it after the fact. Okay? They're trying to have Nikki Cross act normal. Well, but the big thing about this segment and her involvement in the Fatal 4-Way has confirmed what I have thought when it came to my milk carton. I had the big question of, is Nikki Cross on the main roster? Well, now that she is off the milk carton and she appeared on Monday Night Raw, finally, because that's where she was shaken up to, then yes, she is a part of the main roster. It was explained before the fact, says CJ. I'm not watching YouTube while I'm watching the Raw. I'm not going to. No. Whatever. I was confused. Casual fan. That's all. Casual fan. That's how it is, Speaking as a casual fan. Yeah. Hey, Grash. Let's see. Michael, okay, Becky Lynch is coming out to do a double contract signing. So we have said double contract signing of Becky Lynch signing 2 contracts against Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans. Everyone is in the ring. And a fracas ensues, and Lynch gets powerbombed through the table by Evans and Charlotte. Kablam. And there you go. Sure. Okay, sounds fun. Typical contract signing. Yeah. So, Karen Borbin is in the ring, and he's making the ring announcer read a long list of accolades about him. But then Ricochet comes out, so these 2 guys are going to have a match. Ricochet is doing all kinds of weird things out the top on the sliding through the ropes, and he gets leapfrogged up to the apron. He mule kicks Karen Borbin in the bush, then does the wee moonsault off of the kickoff from the ring post. I think I did a great play-by-play of that right there. Yeah, so Ricochet and Karen Borbin having a match. Pretty decent match, to tell you the truth. Karen Borbin's cutoff spots are amazing. Probably one of the most unsung things about Karen Borbin. You can bitch about him all you want when it comes to certain mic skills in certain environments, but he is fantastic on the cutoff spots. He's great with his presence in the ring, making fun of everyone. I mean, he is here to stay. He is here to stay. Yeah. So, your winner with the end of days when he, I think Karen Borbin did some kind of counter to a counter to a counter. But yeah, that's how the match was won. Karen Borbin won the match with the end of days. He brought a ladder into the ring to try to climb up and grab the briefcase, but then Ricochet said, no, I push you off of the ladder. I'm not having that. So, yeah, that's what we're doing there. We get footage of Samoa Joe giving that message to Dominic last week, Rey Mysterio's son. Rey Mysterio is backstage talking with Charles Caruso, asking how he felt when Dominic told him about having the chat with Samoa Joe. Mysterio says Samoa Joe crossed the line. He didn't do anything. Just told Dominic to relay a message to him. What's so wrong with that? If Joe or anyone else has something to say, they can come find him and say it to his face. Well, lo and behold, Cesaro walks up, asks if he's really going to talk about Samoa Joe when he's not there. Cesaro says that Dominic shouldn't be backstage. Mysterio says Dominic has been training, traveling, and learning. Cesaro says, well, Dominic doesn't look like you, and he could be Samoa Joe's boy. Well, Rey attacks him, and so now we're going to have a match between Rey Mysterio and Cesaro. Sounds like fun to me. That sounds really fun. An incredibly long video package airs about why we should care about Roman Reigns and his battle with leukemia and all of that stuff. And, you know, I understand. Yeah, we've got to play that. Hey, Nafis Sadat! Welcome to the chat room. Another interviewer is backstage. This time it's with AJ Styles to talk about his match with Seth Rollins. So, yeah, another long interview. Fatal 4-way match involving women. Why? Just so you know that these are the 4 women that are going to be from the Raw side going into the ladder match for the women this Sunday. Alexa Bliss is on commentary, and all 4 of the women just have a kind of a typical match, but a ladder is involved, and Dana jumps off the ladder to land on all 3 of them. Yeah. Natalya sends Brooke into a barricade. Natalya takes Naomi down before putting Cross in the ring. Cross catches Natalya with a spinning neck breaker and wins it. Alexa Bliss then comes running to ringside. Cross helps her put the ladder in the ring. They set it up. Cross went to climb up, but Bliss tells her that she can't. Bliss climbs up the ladder, retrieves the briefcase while Cross happily watching her friend. Yay, get the thing. You get the thing. Yay, Alexa got the thing. So, there you go. Yeah. All action. Yeah, and no, it was all action with the Fatal 4-Way, but this leaves kind of things some open-ended because, again, yeah, I guess Nikki Cross is now part of the main roster. Hopefully. We will see her on a regular basis. But seeing her in this regular mode, I wonder if she'll be one of those like bipolar type people to where like if you kind of double cross her or backstab her, she turns into crazy person again. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I could see a Bliss Cross thing going on here. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. Sami Zayn says that all the critics think he doesn't stand a chance. Braun Strowman is just someone that lets the people think they're big and strong. Being right is better than being strong. And Zayn's going to figure out a way to win. So, yeah. Rey Mysterio versus Cesaro. This is a match to check out. This one was really, really fun. All kinds of lots of back and forths. Great spots with the Cesaro swing. Nice little destroyer done by Mysterio. I could watch those two have a match every other week. Not every week, but every other week. It was a really good match. And only just because Cesaro was poking fun at Rey's boy. So, but this is typical of every pre-taped London show that the WWE does. They always seem to have one really good match that really does not have any pay-per-view implications. You know, they'll just throw a random match in there, you know, with 2 really good performers. But it really has nothing to do with character development. Well, some have to do with character development. It's got to do with character development. But, yeah, just something to keep all of the, whoa, this is a wrestling show. I want to watch wrestling. Well, that's what this was. This was your wrestling match. Yeah, it was a fun match. However, I'm afraid that Cesaro might be going back into the void somewhere. Because right now we have no idea what's going on with him. With him and Sheamus parting, we don't know what's going on right now with him. He was close to making the milk carton this week. If he had not shown up, he would have been person number 35 on the carton. So it's a pretty good thing that he did show up. Yeah. All right. We are revived by the Revival and the Usos and their wacky antics. Yeah. Yeah, we're just reminded of all the wacky shit that they've been doing, which I thought was funny. If you didn't think it was funny, well, fuck your shit. Fun things are fun. The Firefly Funhouse. Bray Wyatt's got a secret. Bray's got a secret. So, Bray Wyatt standing by Mercy the Buzzard and Abby the Witch. Wyatt says he has a secret. Wyatt says it's almost time to show the world what he's really been working on, but he can't do it all alone. He needs the help of all his fireflies, and there's a lot of darkness in his head, but he learned how to harness and control it. Do you want to see his secret? And the screen starts flashing a bunch of still images, and I have it on the DVR, and so I kind of do the slow-mo to see what the still images are. And it's like a doll riding on a rocking horse. There's two small dolls praying at bedside to someone who's laying in the bed. Yeah. There's a lot of creepy imagery in those. Finally, we get Bray. He shows up wearing this really good, like, Joker Pennywise-esque mask, is what it looks like to me. And finally saying, yowie, wowie. Yeah. So this is what we got. The only thing that I don't like about the characters, the look is the pants. The pants I'm just not a fan of. He should not be wearing tights. But, oh well. Tom Savoni made the mask. Oh, that's neat. Already all over the Twitter, since this segment aired Monday and was re-aired on SmackDown, parents of WWE fans who are children have been up in arms about this segment and how it scared their children. Good for them. Good on them. Good on the WWE and good on Bray. I caught a snippet of Sirius XM radio podcast or whatever with Bully Ray, where he was asked what they should do with Bray Wyatt. And I completely agree with him in that what they should do with Bray right now is we don't know. We don't know what kind of, feud we want to put him in, no program that we want to put him in right now. All I want from him is what Bully Ray would like to see from him, and that is him just terrorizing the entire WWE. Like him playing, like Boogeyman. Like he's the Boogeyman, Like he shows up in his normal attire, and he's just his normal self, and everyone is just kind of creeped out by him, but he looks completely normal. And then, he just really makes everyone feel awkward. That's what I want, okay? When will Bray Wyatt wrestle again? I don't see him coming back into a ring until maybe the next pay-per-view. What I would really like, I guess my thing, and if I were booking him, what I would do is I would have him dressed in his normal clothes like he was for the Firefly Funhouse, going up to all of those that he's wronged, and kind of like, the first thing you do when you're in AA, and I've never been in AA, sources, but one of the first things you do is you apologize to those that you have wronged. And that's, I kind of see that's what he's been doing on Twitter. He's been apologizing to Rollins. He apologized to Roman Reigns. That's what he's been doing all over the Twitter. And so I would really like to see him doing that on the TV show, and those that do not accept his apology or just walk away, that's where the feud starts. That's when the squashing happens, okay? So, That's what I would like to see. It doesn't matter if he won or lost. That's who he tormented. He tormented a lot of people. So, yeah, I kind of like that idea. And right now he's a member of the Raw roster, but we have a wild card, so it doesn't really matter. He'll just be going on all the shows. It doesn't matter. Okay? None of this matters. Seth Rollins is backstage. He does an interview about his match. Yada, yada, yada. Finally, main event. Falls Count Anywhere. Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. The winner gets the spot on the Money in the Bank ladder match. We are sent to the concession stand, to the merchandise booths. And out of nowhere, Karen Bourbon comes out, completely destroys a trash can a plastic trash can on Braun Strowman. I mean, it exploded. He gives him the belly-to-back suplex onto the merch table. You know, if you touch it, you buy it, Strowman. That's a hell of a lot of Roman Reigns t-shirts. Yeah, so that happens. That's going on back there. It tumbles out back into the ring and onto the ramp for everyone to see. Drew McIntyre makes another appearance. He makes his appearance because he was supposed to have his match against Braun Strowman later that night. Delivers some stuff to Strowman. They beat him up. They put him through a ladder. They double suplex him through the ladder. Strowman tries to come to, but then Drew would get him with the Claymore dropkick. Karen Bourbon would drag Zayn over, drape him over Strowman, and that is how Sami Zayn became a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match. So, yeah, that's what we got now. Sami Zayn taking the place of Braun Strowman for the Money in the Bank ladder match. I'll be honest, I'm perfectly fine with it. You've been showcasing Sami Zayn and making him a thorn in the entire universe's side. You know, making him a complete jerk. Well, it's time to kind of put him in there and have everyone boo him. You know, why the hell not? Not a very good taped episode, though. I didn't think so. What did everyone think? How horrible was this show? Because everyone watches Monday Night Raw. 76% said thumbs down, as is tradition. Because everyone watches Raw, and everybody hates Raw. You can take that comment for what it's worth. So, yeah. Some people off the milk carton. A lot of people on the milk carton. Who are those people? You'll find out in a little bit. But what about the Blue Show? Now the Blue Show couldn't be that bad. I mean, come on, it's as is tradition. Everyone watches Raw. It's a horrible show. Nobody watches SmackDown. It's a great show. Right? That's what it is. Right? Right? I don't know the SmackDown theme, and I'm not going to sing it. SmackDown coming to you from the same damn location and same damn arena, but it's on a different day because this is the Blue Show, and it's done on Tuesdays. Roman Reigns this time is going to start off in the ring. It says that Elias is a huge problem. He wants to solve it, and then he introduces one of his solutions, and that's The Miz. Out comes The Miz, and they talk again about their respective matches. The Miz is one of the wild card people. And then Shane comes out. He's got Elias with him. Yeah. Oh, and who else? Oh, yeah, by the way. Shane, first off, he says that The Miz is banished from the arena. Kicks him off the show and kicks him out of the arena. And also, he says he's got some other people of his own that don't like The Miz that much. Out come Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Sans tag team title belts around them. At least the commentators told us that they were the tag team champions. All four of them start circling the ring, jump into the ring to beat the hell out of Reigns and Miz. And then out come the Usos to join in the fray. And so, yeah, there's your backup. If my reaction of me taking off my glasses and sighing and all of that can tell you anything, it's just because I feel like we've been through this. It happened last week at the same damn time, involving the same damn people, and it's happened again. Come on. You don't start the show with something that happened at the same exact time on your last show, because then people will be reminded about how horrible your last show was. You don't do that. Start your show with something different. And when I mean different, I mean something else that you had planned on the show. Some other kind of interview segment, some kind of monologue, or something else. Or start it with a wrestling match. What a concept, but damn it, don't start it with the same people with their same problems. You don't do that. Anyway, that's what we got. We got a big old schmoz. So what we're going to have after this is we're going to have a 4-on-3 handicap match involving Shane, Elias, Daniel Bryan, and Rowan going up against Roman Reigns and the Usos. Everyone was going ape shit on SmackDown and elsewhere about, Roman Reigns and the Usos could be a stable. They could be, because they all look the same. I think they're from the same company. They're all related. That would be fantastic. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay? It wouldn't happen every week. Just stop it. Sorry. Hey, Quentin, tardy bastard. You're going to have to step into my office. I got to talk with you about your punctuality to the show. But yep, that's what we're going to have. Oh yeah, and by the way, if The Miz gets involved in this 4-on-3 handicap match, then he will be kicked off. His match against Shane McMahon will be canceled. So, yeah. Randy Orton's in the ring with the ladder. He talks about how he thinks he's going to be really good at Money in the Bank. Out comes Andrade with Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega's got a mic, and she's talking about how she thinks Andrade is going to be really great at the ladder match for the Money in the Bank thing. After that, Ali comes out, and then Finn Balor comes out. They don't have microphones because they don't need to tell us anything about how they're going to do on the Money in the Bank ladder match, because we can probably already figure they're not going to do much. So we have a fatal four-way involving all four of these guys. There's plenty of action to be had in this match, going everywhere. But Andrade would end up getting the win, throwing Balor back into the ring, hitting him with the hammerlock DDT for the cover. But after the match, and ladders were all abound in this match. After the match, Ricochet runs down the ramp, gets Andrade off the ladder, and unhooks the briefcase and shows off that he got it. So, this is why we instituted the wild card rule, huh? So people could just appear and not have a match, or really not do anything physically spectacular. Seriously, all that Ricochet did was punch him, put his face into the ladder, and push him off. That's all he did. Ugh. This doesn't really show off your wild cardiness, does it? Ugh. Carmella's got a cell phone in her face, and she starts talking about how she's going to be really good at the Money in the Bank ladder match. Backstage, Kofi Kingston is with his WWE title. He's talking to Xavier Woods. Dude, let me handle my shit, please. You're hurt. I got this. Please, let me handle my business. More on that. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. We get a big, long video montage about it. Charlotte Flair's in the ring, says how she's going to be really good. Video montage airs. Then we got Lacey Evans in a bathroom checking her makeup, and then she talks about how really good she's going to be. Oh, boy. A lot of time. A lot of filler. It was like 15 minutes of filling. Nothing. Oh, man. Aleister Black is sitting in a dark room. He's cutting a promo, saying words of sort with a blank stare and a monotone. Guess is as good as mine. Probably the same lyrics you would find on any My Chemical Romance song. I don't know. 4-on-3 handicap match: Shane, Elias, Daniel, Bryan, and Rowan versus Roman Reigns and the Usos. The commentators call them the Bloodline, and that made everyone go fucking bonkers. Nice little fun match that took up 2 commercial breaks, but the heels win with the Shane going coast to coast on Jay. So yeah, but right after the match, The Miz comes running to the ring with the chair, slugging everything that moves with the chair. So yeah, that's how we're going to end that. Firefly Funhouse, we get the same old thing from Bray Wyatt. Here's a nice little poll. I have not seen the results of this, but it's gotten 258 votes. What does everyone think of the new Bray Wyatt? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or do you have no opinion whatsoever because you don't have a sack? Roy, when you're doing a poll, it's either up or down, yes or no. Don't leave a gray. Never leave a gray in a poll. You don't learn anything from that. It's yes or no. I like it. Okay? So, what do we think of the new Bray Wyatt stuff? Lots of votes on this one. What does everyone think? Surveyed, show me potato salad. 66% like it. 2/3 like it. 20% undecided because, once again, they don't have a sack. So, yeah. Too early to tell Bray I really liked his original persona. Well, yeah, I gotcha. What I guess my feelings about the Bray character, I sense a lot of Pennywise in the character. You know, how he's all nice and innocent, but he's incredibly sinister and evil. You know, like he's got children. He's kind of dressed like an evil clown. He's got hand puppets. You know, I kind of get an eerie It Pennywise vibe from this character. But here's the other thing, and I really want to talk about this with regards to the Bray Wyatt. And I'll bring back the poll here just to show this. I really harken back to when Dean Ambrose used to be with us with the WWE and his Bane-like character. Whose idea do you think that was? Was that his or the WWE writers? I have a feeling the writers, they just told, dude, do what you want. It's all up to you. Okay, you get carte blanche. You've been with us long enough, man. We give you creative control. You get to do what you want. And Dean came up with a mishmash of stuff. Okay, he wanted to dress up like Bane, have the gas mask, have sirens going off in his entrance music, but he also wanted to be inoculated by a fake doctor and talk about how the people were parasites. I mean, it was a really disjointed character. It really had no ebb and flow, had no nothing. At first, Dean torches the shield jacket, the flak jacket, and everything, but then turns into something that you really needed to take about 2 months to introduce. If you're doing a brand new character, you need a lot of time to do that. But it didn't really pan out. It really felt weird, So that was his character. But now, conversely, look at Bray Wyatt. Okay? First off, we will not question the character and how it was presented. Incredibly well done. Okay? No issues with that at all. Okay? But the problem is, Bray had a lot more going for him on his side than Dean had on his side. Bray hadn't been on TV since SummerSlam of last year. Had a lot of time to prepare for this shift in a character. Dean Ambrose, not so much. Not so much. But Dean had an incredible positive going for him. He did the turn on the same night that Roman Reigns said he had leukemia. So there's a lot of good and bad involving both the transformation of the Dean Ambrose character from last year and the Bray Wyatt character of this year. We know which one is better, by far better. But you can just kind of see how creative some people can be when they are given the right amount of time and the right amount of production to be able to do it. Dean didn't necessarily have to do a character change into some Bane-like humans or parasites thing. He could have just been himself and been a dick. That's probably the only time he could have been, a badass. He could have been a badass heel and gotten away with it. But no, he wanted to do something weird and comic booky because he was always told he sounded like he was from the Batman movies. Run with it. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the Bray Wyatt character and how you can see some similarities when it comes to the transformation in relation to Dean Ambrose. From my sources. All right. Strap yourselves in. You're going to have a seizure. Paige is in the ring with Asuka and Kairi Sane. And the Iconics are on commentary at ringside. Paige says it's good to be home in England. Yay, pop. She introduces the newest and fiercest addition to the women's tag team division, Asuka and Kairi Sane, introducing them as the Kabuki Warriors. Paige says they are the next WWE Women's Tag Team Champions and the future of the entire division. I wish I could find a GIF of the reaction of the Iconics at ringside. Because, oh my God, when she said that, they shifted to Royce and Kay, and they seriously had the Trump face. They had the jetting their head inward so their chin was shoved into their neck. Yeah, that's it. It was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Oh my God. Iconics on commentary every night. Don't care. Just absolutely don't care. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville come out. Rose says to take it down a notch. It's not like she named them the royal baby or anything. They joke about the royal family as if anyone in that crowd really cares. Mandy says names matter like Miss Money in the Bank, which is what she's going to be called when she wins the ladder match. Rose says after that, her and Sonya will go after the women's tag team titles, and the future is not Iconic. It's the team that nothing and no one can break. It is Fire and Desire. That's what they are called. Are we really obligated to name every single tag team in the women's division? Or do we really have to do this? I mean, it doesn't seem necessary at all. It seems incredibly unnecessary. When Cesaro and Sheamus were tag team champions for so long and they called themselves The Bar, the Titantron screamed The Bar. They wore t-shirts that said The Bar. But the ring announcer never announced them as The Bar. The commentators occasionally would call them The Bar. But seriously, do we really need to do this? Do we need to name every single tag team we ever have? I don't get it. I really don't get it. So Asuka and the Kabuki Warriors have a match against Fire and Desire, but with the Iconics at ringside on commentary. Oh my God. Every single time Kairi Sane or Asuka did a move, a punch, or a kick, Peyton Royce is in the background going, "Yeah! Hi-ya!" Oh my God, it's so great. Oh my God. Saxton saying that he likes the name Kabuki Warriors, and Billy Kay going, "Oh, you would like that. Yeah, you would like that." Oh my God, these two are fabulous. Okay. I don't care. They can lose the title anytime. I don't care. These two are an act to stay forever. Okay? Forever and ever and ever. I love them, love them. I love the Iconics. And you should too. Okay? It doesn't matter how horrible Billy Kay is in the ring. It doesn't matter how pretty decent Peyton Royce is in the ring. What matters is that they're freaking entertaining. Oh my God. It was so great. Oh boy. Yes, your winners were the Kabuki Warriors. Who the hell cares? Video package of Lars Sullivan's Rampage of Terror. Backstage, Sullivan is staring into nothing. Then very sexually attractive female interviewer number 24 interviews him saying, "Excuse me, Mr. Lars Sullivan, I was wondering if you could please comment on the destruction of thank you for your time." He's just staring into nothing. Oh, yes. He did the same thing to Vince last week, where he convinced him that there was going to be a fourth wild card thingy. Right now, Lars not saying a word and striking fear into people is absolutely fabulous. Oh, I love it. I need more of it. Roy, why are you posting things of soccer in your stuff? It doesn't make sense. Why? I know you like soccer. You know, the next time that I review a wrestling show, I'm gonna go ahead and post. I'm gonna post pictures of magic cards. See, like there. That's an angel. So there. That's what I'm going to do. I just got an idea. I just got an idea in my noggin. If I could find magic cards that looked like WWE superstars, what can I find? Yeah. Okay, that's an idea. That's a really incredibly dorky idea. But no, few missed spots in the match, but yeah, that was really fun. So yeah, Kabuki Warriors. Finally, to end this show, the KO show, Kevin Owens show, even though Kevin Owens is backstage, Kofi Kingston comes out to the ring, calls out Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens comes out to the ring, but before he does, Kingston gets jumped from behind by Sami Zayn. Then Kevin Owens comes down, attempts to do a powerbomb onto the apron. Then out comes Xavier Woods to try to make the save, and it's kind of a back and forth, back and forth. And yeah, and Kingston is shown with the title held high. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we ended the show. What did everyone think of this show? Thumbs up or thumbs down? No in the middle. Good job, Roy. Thumbs up or thumbs down? I say thumbs down. Because it was, Kabuki Warriors. Though the Iconics was really fun. What did I think, sir? Show me potato salad. Anytime now. What did everyone think? I must know because I can't form a valid opinion by myself. Come on. Grash, well, that's an idea. I just spent too much on War of the Spark. Oh, God, I don't want to start talking Magic, the Gathering, on my wrestling show. I've got to save that for other times. Holy crap, Twitter. Why aren't we showing the poll? There we go. Wow. Whoa. That's really interesting. 53% said thumbs down for SmackDown. That never happens. SmackDown usually has a very positive reaction. But, as is tradition, it doesn't matter because nobody watches SmackDown. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Ebony. How you doing? So, that was the Blue Show. Yes. So, there's a lot of news to talk about. Especially stuff that just happened today. Happened this morning when I woke up. I decided to post some news along with Mikey Boy. And so we are going to talk about it right now, once we sip the sources. Because the t-shirt company out of Jacksonville has finally got a TV deal. Yes, it has been confirmed. Press release. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, has officially announced today that the company is partnering with Warner Media to air a weekly wrestling program later this year on TNT. The long-expected announcement was made this morning before Warner Media upfronts. Press release mentions that AEW will have a weekly television show on TNT in prime time. The name, date, and time of the weekly show was not announced. AEW will also be available on Warner Media's Bleacher Report Live app, which will air the Memorial Day weekend Double or Nothing event out of Las Vegas. Press release passed along by AEW states that they will be offering fans, quote, less scripted, soapy drama and more athleticism and real sports analytics, bringing a legitimacy to wrestling that it has not previously had. Okay. This is the entire press release. I don't really want to go over it. Well, actually, no, I'll go ahead and read some quotes. Read some quotes from this press release. All Elite Wrestling is a talent-forward, fan-first league whose inclusive approach to creating high-quality athletic wrestling competitions is already making waves with fans and attracting top-tier wrestlers, said Michael Quigley, the Executive VP of Commercial Operations, Content Strategy, and Monetization for TBS and TNT. It is high adrenaline, gripping entertainment, and we can't wait to bring it to fans everywhere with this game-changing new business. Wrestling fans have wanted and needed something different, authentic, and better for far too long, said Tony Khan, president and CEO of AEW. AEW is answering the call. AEW is about more than wrestling. It's about a movement fueled by wrestling fans who have been underserved and perhaps even disappointed by what the industry has produced in recent years. AEW is rising to the occasion with Double or Nothing, and today taking it a step further by partnering with Warner Media, which is as committed as we are to making wrestling fans the one and only priority. With Warner Media, AEW is poised globally to redefine wrestling as we know it today. Yeah, so there you go. They got their TV deal. It's official. They are on TNT, and they're going to be on TNT, is where they're going to be. Yeah, as tweeted out by the TNT Drama tweet. My thoughts, very quickly, just on the TV deal. Okay. First off, I wish them all the best. This sounds awesome. I think it's great for wrestling. I think it's great for myself. Just coming from me as being let's face it, okay? I believe that I am a professional wrestling fan that has found the correct balance to enjoy professional wrestling. And we kind of talked about this on our Wrestleview Media Facebook page. If you're not a part of it, please join it. Make sure you answer those questions at the end so we know that you're actually a human. But the discussion came up on our Facebook group about how people miss when they could just actually enjoy wrestling and not be so enthralled into having an opinion on it and getting worked up and getting passionate, Well, it's about finding a balance. I believe I've found that balance of, watching a product on TV, deciphering between news and gossip online, and in actually engaging in constructive conversation with other fans like myself and avoiding insults, involving, people just not reading what you're posting and not engaging in the conversation, not having anything constructive. I believe I found that balance, and I believe a lot of the people right now in the chat room that read our website at Wrestleview and many others have achieved that balance. What AEW, I believe, is something that is not an alternative, but an augmentation. It's another show for me to watch. It's like how TNA was supposed to be something else for me to watch, but oh God, it was bad. It was really, really bad. Okay. And I'm not going to talk about those that liked it. That's not the point. I didn't like it. I didn't watch it. I had to forcefully recap it, and everyone knows how my recaps were about TNA. But Doug, there's Ring of Honor, there's New Japan Pro Wrestling, there's DDT. There's Stardom, there's Chikara, there's so many other federations that you could watch out there that could be augmentations to how you enjoy wrestling. No. That's where I draw the line. Okay? It's got to be right there for me. One button, click, boom, it's on my TV. Or it's right in front of me. I don't want to search for it. I don't want to pay a subscription. I really don't want to pay a subscription for Ring of Honor. I don't want to pay a subscription for New Japan. Okay? I want to be able to just one click, boom, there's my wrestling. Okay? It doesn't make me any less of a wrestling fan. Not by any stretch. If stuff is given to me, I'll watch it. Sure, I'll watch it. God, I did it on this show right here when we first started on Twitch, where I would watch 5-star matches by Dark Overlord Meltzer and matches that were suggested by you guys that I've never seen before. If you give it to me, I'll watch it. But I'm not going to sit there and search for it. So, yeah. That's my only thing. It's got to be readily right there for me to watch. With no additional cost or nothing more. Okay? So, first off, I wish AEW the best. I hope it turns out really good. The production quality is all I'm concerned about. But seen from how the All-In event was on Labor Day weekend in Chicago, I think they're in pretty good hands. Their camera angles were good. Camera placement was good. Their stage looks great. Everything looks great. I just didn't watch it on TV, though. So that's what I'm really iffy about. That's the only thing. Next weekend is the Double or Nothing event out of Las Vegas. That will be the real test to see how much interest this could drum up. And on top of that, how much time is AEW going to have in between Double or Nothing and the debut of their television show? How are they going to keep this ball rolling? So, who knows? Who knows how it turns out? But Variety had interviews with Cody Rhodes and Jim Ross following this announcement. Cody Rhodes, talking about their footing within the professional wrestling industry, he said, quote, "The term people are using is alternative. For many years throughout my youth and plenty of fans as youths, pro wrestling has been essentially just one company, and that's not really the case. I want to be the sports-centric alternative in the pro wrestling world, and I think we're on a good path to get there." Makes sense to me. Okay? He is already placing AEW as something that is different from the WWE. Sports-centric, involving wins and losses and analytics and stats and whatever. Okay? I know it's not a sport, but that's what they're going to do. Okay? They're going to give you some wacky-ass stats and measurements and records and stuff like that. Fine. That's fine. Let them do that. That is their niche. That is their thing. Okay? I believe Ring of Honor tried doing this with Dragon Gate. That's their thing. Okay? I won't knock them on that because they're already setting themselves apart from the WWE. They're already making themselves different from them. Okay? Call yourself an alternative. I don't agree with it. But if you're making yourself someone already, an organization that's completely different from what's already out there, no problem. Then I will be able to tell the difference between you two. Jim Ross, however, dismissed the idea that AEW was necessarily going to challenge the WWE directly, a la the Monday Night Wars of the late 90s with World Championship Wrestling. He says, quote, "Competitive means being profitable. It doesn't mean we have to have this and beat the WWE. Our job is not to worry about what WWE is doing, not their TV clearances, not who's in the main event, nothing. With a growing company, there are a lot of growing pains. It's a mix of creative and athletics and a lot of different things, and our focus has to be us, period. Amen. Amen, Jim Ross. Don't mention those 3 letters ever on your television show. Don't mention those 3 letters. I said it when we were at the All-In event on Labor Day weekend last year. They had me roped in. That entire weekend, I was roped in. Man, I took it in. I felt like I was part of something, just like what the press release talked about by Khan. Man, I felt a part of it. Damn it, until Cody Rhodes mentioned those 3 letters. Then it brought me back to reality and reminded me that I was being sold. I was being sold to. And I almost got roped in. So, they're getting me now. Okay? You are your own thing. Fantastic. You're going to be sports-centric, doing statistics and analytics. Oh, the guy, it takes him 1.5 seconds to do a moonsault off the top rope. So be it. Let him do that. That's fine. Okay? But don't mention the other companies. You do you. You do you. New Japan has been themselves. You can do the same damn thing. And those are my 2 pennies on. Now I can call them AEW. They're no longer a t-shirt company. Yeah. By the way, also Comcast is listing the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view available for pre-order pay-per-view, which is going to be priced at the very affordable $59.95. So for $60, if you got Comcast, you can watch this show. Or you can just pirate it offline. Pirate it online. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we got. NXT commentator Percy Watson reportedly is leaving the WWE for some outside projects. According to a new report by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, NXT color commentator Percy Watson has told many that he is not planning on working for the WWE any longer. According to the same report, Watson's departure had been in the works for some time, but was unable to pursue any projects due to his schedule with the WWE. We previously reported that Beth Phoenix took the place of him at the NXT TV tapings on May the 1st, 2 weeks ago. As of this report, there is no confirmation if Watson is still under contract with the WWE or when his contract is set to expire. And no offense, I would not have noticed if he wasn't there. Sorry. He just was not good. He just was not good at the commentary table. But hey, if you're pursuing other efforts, fine, man. You do you, Percy. You do you. Okay? Lars Sullivan, last week, issued a statement to apologize for his past racist and homophobic remarks that he made way back when, which was apparently a reason why he was not debuting alongside EC3 and Lacey Evans and Heavy Machinery way back when, which was last November or last December. Issued an apology for all of this, saying, and I quote, "There is no excuse for the inappropriate remarks that I made years ago. They do not reflect my personal beliefs nor who I am today, and I apologize to anyone I offended." The apology, released to SportsIllustrated.com, is due to several racist, homophobic, and offensive comments he made on the forum bodybuilding.com. The statements were unearthed in November of last year by a Reddit user and have since found new life after Sullivan debuted on the main roster on Raw after WrestleMania this past April. Both Big E and Kalisto are 2 WWE performers that have spoken out about Sullivan's comments in the wake of the controversy. Big E saying, many are aware, if true, he has to bear the albatross of being a bigot and working in a company that is now filled with minorities. So yeah, that's what you got. So he apologized. You would think that that would be the end of it. You would think that that's all that had to be done. But no. 4 days later, he gets a fine. WWE announced on yesterday that a statement to multiple media sources that Dylan Miley, who portrays Lars Sullivan on WWE TV, was fined 100 large and needed to complete sensitivity training for his past homophobic, racist, and offensive comments. Yeah. The story was also picked up by and circulated by a number of LGBTQ media outlets that prompted the apology. Here is the WWE statement in its entirety regarding the fine. WWE supports a culture of inclusion regardless of gender, race, religion, or sexual orientation, and we are committed to embracing all individuals as demonstrated by the diversity of our employees, performers, and fans worldwide. Dylan Miley, a.k.a. Lars Sullivan, will be fined $100,000 and required to complete sensitivity training for offensive commentary and uncovered from his past. WWE will also facilitate meetings for Dylan with community organizations to foster further discussion around the power of social media and the impact of your words. Not available for purchase. All available in all 50 states, excluding Tennessee. Sorry, Tennessee. Hope you all enjoyed my speed talking there. I actually tried applying for voiceover work to do radio ads and stuff like that, doing that speed talking, you know? I kind of like doing that. I kind of like doing speed talking. It's kind of fun. Mauro Ranallo and the WWE agreed to a brand new contract. According to that intrepid reporter who gets everything wrong, Mike Johnson from PW Insider, Mauro Ranallo and the WWE agreed to a new contract a month ago, and we'll see Ranallo remain as the current lead announcer for NXT. Also, according to that report, Ranallo will still be able to continue to announce for other combat sports companies. Well, of course he's going to. You don't want to rile the guy up. Sorry, too soon. We are not sure about the length of his contract, though. Also, as I reported here last week on Wrestleview Weekly, Dominik Dijakovic underwent knee surgery for a torn meniscus. There was his announcement. Yeah, he is going to be out for a few months. This is kind of rough. There was really, really good stuff coming from this guy. I just hope that they kind of change some things when it comes to his look when he comes back. There's some things I'm just not a fan of with him, but he has a look that is fantastic. Tall guy. Very, very tall, lean guy. Kind of reminds me of Baron Corbin, but he's a lot harder hitting, I think. Some more, well, no, it's not more. Feel good news. Former WWE and Impact star Matt Morgan became the mayor of Longwood, Florida. How the hell did this happen? Well, former WWE and Impact star Matt Morgan became the mayor of Longwood, Florida last Monday night. Now retired, the 42-year-old left the WWE in 2005, which was later followed by a stint in the TNA, where he went on to become a two-time tag champ. Speaking with News 13, an outlet from there, here's what Morgan had to say about being voted in. I am humbled and grateful to my fellow commissioners for believing in me. Thank you to Ben Paris for introducing me to politics to begin with and encouraging me to go out into the community and be me. So, after he couldn't be himself in WWE, but then he could be himself in the TNA, he is now going to really be himself in politics. Okay. More power to him. More power to him. Hope everything turns out great. I got no problem with that. I think it's awesome. Especially I just like seeing former performers doing something in their community. You know? So there you go. News about the Saudi Arabia show coming up on Friday, June the 7th, which is coming up very, very soon. It's going to be called Super Showdown. Why not? But right now, the WWE has announced that their upcoming show in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, the Super Showdown, one of the key matches announced is going to be The Undertaker battling WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg for the first time ever. Also scheduled is Triple H taking on Randy Orton. as well as another 50-man battle royal, which is touted as the largest in WWE history, because that's what they did last year. Also appearing on this show and scheduled to compete are WWE Champ Kofi Kingston, WWE Universal Champ Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, AJ Styles, and Brock Lesnar. Everyone on the Twitter up in arms, putting polls out left and right, trying to get everyone's attention, trying to get clicks, trying to get just baiting everybody, asking them all the time, would you like to see Goldberg as the WWE champion? Would you like to see Undertaker as a WWE champion? Every wrestling site on Twitter, and I peruse Twitter a ton, okay? I don't normally post a lot, I read a lot. Every wrestling news site was trying to was baiting as much attention as they could to rile everyone up into thinking that they're going to actually try to build storylines and build booking and rip everything that's been happening on TV to supply for this Super Showdown show. To try to make Undertaker versus Goldberg a title match of some kind. To try to do title changes of some kind, which make no sense. It makes no sense. They're just ginning up everyone's attention. They got me riled up just doing it. Here's the thing. They're doing Undertaker Goldberg. So be it. It's what the Middle Easterners want. That's what they remember of wrestling. They don't watch the current product now. They want the established names. So you give them the established names. There you go. It's what they're getting. It's an exhibition show. Don't take it as anything serious. Here's the big thing. This Super Showdown show is on June the 7th. 3 weeks from now? Is it in 3 weeks? 17th is Friday. 24, 31, 3 weeks. We got a 3-week build to go to this show. Will they even mention it? I'll do you one better. WWE pay-per-view schedule for 2019. What is after the Super Showdown? Go on the trusty Wikipedia. Here we go. Upcoming event schedule right here. June 7th is the Super Showdown. After that, we've got a 3-week. Looks like we've got another. It looks to be about another 2.5 week build up to Stomping Grounds on June 23rd. So, we technically have, right now, June 23rd is the next storyline pay-per-view. Next storyline pay-per-view coming up for the WWE. So we're looking right now at 19th, 26th, 2nd, another 6-week build to a WWE storyline pay-per-view. 6 weeks. So in between that, we have the Super Showdown. Just exhibition. Okay. This is starting to really become really fascinating, you know, because the Super Showdown and these WWE, you know, pay-per-views they have overseas where they're just trying to get their big paycheck. But the only time they've really used this to their advantage was the whole Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns steel cage match and Brock Lesnar getting the title and Roman Reigns bitching about it. Okay? Yeah. They don't do that now. They don't use these pay-per-views as a way to go through with their television shows. They carry on programs. They don't do that now. These are just exhibition shows now. So you watch it just to watch the old guys, you know? If you want to watch it, that's fine. I'm not going to fault you for liking that Undertaker and Goldberg are going to be going at it for the first time. There's nothing wrong with that. You have your shit. Your fun things are fun. I may watch it. I'll probably watch it 4 months after the fact. I'm probably working that Friday. Yeah, I'm working that Friday anyway. I can't watch it anyway. So there you go. Speaking of the WWE Network, they're going to be streaming a documentary about the lost match between Bret Hart and Tom McGee. I don't know what the big deal is about this match. I haven't watched it. I'm going to rely on the network to tell me about it. Everyone went ape shit about this match. Like about a month and a half ago, finding the lost tape of Bret Hart and Tom McGee. Apparently, the holy grail of professional wrestling, everyone was calling it. Why was it called that? I don't know. Whatever. From 1986, was it? Sure. Okay. I'll watch it. Okay. That's great. James said they streamed it. Yeah, that's great. Okay, fine. I haven't watched it. I don't know what the big deal is. Don't know what the big deal is. Tell me. Okay, please tell me. But Doug, you write for a wrestling website. Well, that's why they brought me on, because I bring a different perspective, a perspective of sell me. Okay? I mean, seriously, that's what I am, okay? That's why my opinions are authentic. They aren't contrived. I'm not trying to buy anything. I'm not trying to sell you, okay? Come on. Also, with regards to the WWE Network, they have announced that they are ending support for older devices, a lot of older devices. So, if you have an Amazon Fire tablet, an Apple TV that is 3rd gen or earlier, an LG TV that is 2016 or earlier, a PlayStation 3, a Samsung TV that's 2016 or earlier, any Samsung or Sony Blu-ray player, a Sony that is a non-Android TV, a Windows 10 desktop, or an Xbox 360, tough shit, you're not getting the WWE Network. There you go. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't have any of those right now. Hey, look at that guy. I remember this guy. Former WWE and Impact and Ring of Honor star Austin Aries is going to be debuting for Major League Wrestling. This guy stopped by my table on Labor Day weekend at All In to talk about bananas. He's a fun guy, okay? But he's going to be debuting with Major League Wrestling. Oh, hey, look at that. That promo video looks like the Avengers. Yep, there you go. He's going to be coming soon to MLW. Spoiler, he's still going to talk about bananas. Oh, look at this picture. It's so sweet. Two of the WWE's top superstars are confirming via Instagram that they are dating. That is Seth Rollins putting the smooch on Becky Lynch. Yeah, this picture went all around the Instagram 2 days ago. Rollins revealed the photo after a brief Twitter exchange Becky Lynch was having with Beth Phoenix. Lynch made a reference to being neck in neck with Phoenix's title reigns with a picture of Edge attached. Phoenix then asked if they are getting their men involved, and Lynch tagged Rollins in that tweet. But then that prompted Rollins to send out this picture of the smooch. It's so sweet. Okay, enough about that. Bray Wyatt revealed, okay, this is a really fun story. Okay, Bray Wyatt last week over the Twitter said that there was a secret message within promos that he cut in 2015. Get this. We reported this a few days ago. Bray Wyatt tweeted out that back in 2015, he cut 8 promos consecutively, which had a secret message in them. There was one line within the promo that did not fit in the promo, and so you had to try to find them to find the message. Wyatt took to the Twitter last Monday to reveal that message, and here's the secret message. What makes you smile? I know you're listening. Let me in. We don't belong here. But what happened to you was such a tragedy. Limbo is no place for a soul like yours. I believe I found the answer. The angel with the burnt wings is waving you on home. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is good stuff right here. Bray Wyatt This kid Rotundo is a fucking genius. Okay? He is a goddamn genius. All right? He is the best method actor, best character, best everything the WWE has right now. Creatively, he is the best. Okay? Creatively, he is the best. Ronda Rousey stated that her UFC debut, quote, felt bigger than the WrestleMania main event. And I'm sure this made everyone have feelings of some kind. I'm not going to read through her quote because you're goddamn right. I'm sure it felt bigger because that was the first event you had. Stop it. The WWE officially announced that DJZ Michael Perry has reported to the Performance Center. DJZ is a former Impact Wrestling performer, so he signed up with the company. Announced that, so there you go. That's the news. That's the news that I got. Let's do an update on the injury list. Jason Jordan, neck injury. God, he's still on the list. I don't know what's going on. Fandango, torn labrum. He's too busy enjoying Tampa Bay Rays baseball games. I don't know what the heck he is doing right now. He's perfectly healthy. He hasn't been doing anything WWE. He's been doing, I don't know if he's doing anything WWE related. Right now, he's enjoying his time off in Florida, is what it is. Akam, knee surgery. He should be coming back sometime this year to partner back up with Razar. That's going to be fascinating. Tomato Chomper, neck surgery. He's going to be out until probably December of this year. He's been providing many of updates on the Twitter. Everything is going just as planned. Ronda Rousey, broken hand and a broken, she wants to be a mommy. She's not going to be back until WrestleMania times. Big E, torn meniscus. He will be back in a couple of months, probably just in time for SummerSlam times. Nia Jax, cleanup surgery on both of her ACLs, double ACL reparative surgery. She will not be back in time for the Royal Rumble. And finally, Jeff Hardy, repair surgery on his knee, his right knee. He will not be back until Fastlane of next year. That's before WrestleMania. So, those are the people that are injured. However, what about all those people that are perfectly healthy? What about the people who aren't hurt? What about the people who have not been on TV or a WWE pay-per-view for, say, 3 weeks? Where do they go? They end up on the WWE Milk Truck. It's a big one, guys. It is a humongous milk carton today. So, brace yourselves, strap yourselves in. The comment you're going to be saying a lot of is, holy crap, I didn't know they were still around. So, brace yourself. Here it is. Let's go. Time for the WWE Milk Carton. Oh my God, it hurts. The back, it hurts. The pain. Yeah, that's what I got. Hold on, I'm going to go back a little bit here. I don't know if did I thoroughly update this thing? Yes, I did. I just don't have it. Okay, let me do this real quick. I've got to do some adjusting here. Hold on. Don't pay attention to anything like that. Yeah, I had it. This was when I was so busy updating that oh my God, this list is so long. There we go. All right, start it off. Look who's back on the milk carton for the 4th or 5th or 25th time. It's Alicia Fox after her botcherific match on April the 22nd against Becky Lynch. Oh my God, was it bad. So, yeah, this milk was pretty spoiled. Alicia Fox, after her botcherific match with Becky Lynch on April 22nd, you think we're going to be seeing her again? Probably not. Cedric Alexander We have not seen him since the April 22nd episode of Raw when he faced off against Cesaro. He was part of the Superstar Shakeup. Remember, they had a short vignette to Harold is coming to the Raw. Jesus Christ. He has been shaken up and hasn't shown up. Chad Gable hasn't been on TV since April 23rd with his match against Jinder Mahal. But that match never happened because they were blasted by Lars Sullivan. Oh, speaking of Jinder Mahal, he hasn't been on TV either, and nor have the Singh brothers. Ever since that episode where Lars Sullivan smashed. Lana has not been on TV since April the 23rd. That was when she was at ringside for a match between Kofi Kingston and Shinsuke Nakamura. Rusev has not been on TV for the past 3 weeks. And nor has Shinsuke Nakamura. Yeah. 3 weeks that Lana, Rusev, and Shinsuke Nakamura have not been on TV. This is a cause for concern. More to the point, are they just keeping them off TV to bring them in refreshed? We could look at it like that. Let's face it, okay? All 3 of them together was not really working. So, how are we going to do this? Well, let's keep them off TV, and then we'll bring them back refreshed, Wild card is a great time to do that. But it's just really, really interesting, because never would have thought that we would see Rusev and Nakamura on the Milk Carton. Just like how last year, we never thought we would see Samoa Joe on the Milk Carton. He ended up on there. Asuka was on the Milk Carton. We had some big names that were on the Milk Carton, okay? We had no idea why. Buddy Murphy hasn't been on TV since April the 16th when he had a monologue to introduce himself to the SmackDown audience after being, with the Superstar Shakeup and everything. He's, introducing himself, and he has yet to show up on SmackDown. EC3, he got destroyed by Braun Strowman on April the 15th on Raw. Haven't seen him since. Lio Rush, open up the floodgates of gossip. Open up the floodgates. The boys in the back are angry with him. He's got a big mouth on him. That's why he's not on TV. Bye, 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 bye. Who knows? Who knows why Lio Rush isn't on TV? We just know he's not on TV, and we're up to week number 4. Now, this I don't understand. All of the former Riot Squad has not been on TV since the Superstar Shakeup. Liv Morgan, gone to SmackDown. We haven't seen her since. Ruby Riott, haven't seen her since her April the 15th match against Becky Lynch. Haven't seen her since. Liv Morgan was at ringside for that match, and Sarah Logan was at ringside on that match too. Now that we have introduced this wild card rule thingy, you're going to see the Riot Squad on TV both shows. Every single time. 1 spot used by Liv Morgan to go on Raw, 2 spots used by Logan and Riott to go to SmackDown. It will happen eventually. It will absolutely happen. In fact, everyone's just going to be going everywhere. Okay? To keep track on whether it being 4 or not, it's inconsequential. It really doesn't matter. Sheamus. Haven't seen him on TV since April the 9th. 6-man tag on SmackDown. The SmackDown following WrestleMania, where he was in 6-man tag. I believe it was him, Cesaro, and Drew McIntyre going up against New Day, I think it was. I can't remember. It might have been them. That's what it might have been. So, rumors were that Sheamus was undergoing concussion protocol and he has not passed it yet. Who the hell knows? All I know is he's built a gym in his garage and he's still posting workout videos with other WWE performers. More power to him. The Ascension. A lot of these people I'm going to be listing we have not seen since WrestleMania. The Ascension we have not seen since the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Bork Laser. We haven't seen him since his match with Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal title at WrestleMania. Harper. Haven't seen him since WrestleMania and that Battle Royale. Everyone's saying to free Harper. He tried to get out of his contract, but he still owes time with the injuries that he had. He is currently, I believe, touring with NXT, which is just fine. But until then, he's on the main roster page, and I'm going to treat him as such. Mickie James. She has made appearances on the Twitter saying she's part of a Milk Carton. Sex. Mickie James has not been on TV since WrestleMania in the Women's Battle Royale. She was name dropped on a few episodes of SmackDown and has yet to show up. Rhino is enjoying some time off. He really fills out a Milk Carton, doesn't he? His retirement is coming up soon. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Sasha Banks opened up the floodgates of gossip and rumors and innuendo. Why the hell is she not on TV? Was she angry because she lost the title? Was she angry because she had to do tag team stuff? Is she angry because about her placement with the company? Or could she be angry because she has absolutely sucked in the ring in the past 2 months? Could it be because she needs a break because she has been perfectly healthy ever since coming to the main roster 4 years ago? Could be because she needs a break. Give her one. She deserves it. Shelton Benjamin. Haven't seen him since the Battle Royale at WrestleMania. I think he's on SmackDown. I think the most activity he's had is having Twitter spats and arguing with Mia Yim. Tamina. Haven't seen her since the Women's Battle Royal on WrestleMania, and you're not going to see her for a while as long as Nia Jax is out with an injury. Titus O'Neil, it doesn't matter. You know, Titus O'Neil, we've said before, it doesn't matter if he's on the show or not. He's too busy saving our country. He is too busy doing all of the things that our fucking president can't do. He's clothing children. He's feeding the poor. He is housing the sick. He is helping ducks cross the highway. Okay? This man is a saint. He is the greatest ambassador the WWE has ever had. Whatever. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He can go while he's putting soup in someone's bowl. Okay? Yeah. That's what I think. Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze has been on NXT house shows, and he had a match against Adam Cole, which was absolutely hilarious, where he did Adam Cole's Bebe thing and got the crowd going back and forth between Adam Cole and Tyler Breeze and the Bebe thing. Look it up. You'll know what I'm talking about. I think it's on the WWE feed. That's why I can't put it on the show. He is great with NXT. He is fantastic doing these house shows. I don't know if he'll really come back to the main roster, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Eric Young, once touted as this big major prospect that was coming from SmackDown to Raw. We haven't seen him. I think he's had matches, I'm sure, but Eric Young, I think, instead deserves to be on 205 Live. He should go to 205 Live. He's got the weight requirement. He'd be a completely different character than any of the other characters they have on that show. It would be a welcome enhancement to that show. So I would send Eric Young to 205 Live. There's no real place for him on Raw or SmackDown for that matter. Killian Dane, ship him off over to NXT UK. And that or wherever Nikki Cross is, that's where wherever Nikki Cross is, that's where you ship him to. Because I just don't, there's nothing for him right now. Absolutely nothing for him. Primo Colon, March the 26th. We haven't seen him since. No, just stop. Just step down and become a coach, become a trainer, become something. Razar, we're waiting for Akam to come back. We haven't seen him since February the 4th, where he had beef with Apollo because he really liked Kurt Angle. Yeah, Razar is a house. He is jacked right now. He is ready to get back in the ring. You watch your ass. Dolph Ziggler is too busy trying to be a stand-up comedian. We haven't seen him since the Royal Rumble on January the 27th. Believe me, he is about as funny as he looks. When you look at him, do you laugh? Not really. What do you kind of do? You kind of go, eh. That's kind of what I do. I just go, eh. So there you go. And finally, the stalwart of the WWE Milk Carton. We have not seen him since Survivor Series, November 18th. Raw vs. Smackdown Tag Team Elimination Match. Oh my God. Please just release him. We need someone else to be the stalwart of the Milk Carton. We need Dolph Ziggler to be the stalwart of the Milk Carton. He has been on the Milk Carton for so long that the ink has embedded into it. Actually, when you pour the milk out, it makes a picture of him, and that is Epico Cologne. Yeah. So there you go. That is the WWE Milk Carton. 34 strong on the Milk Carton. How many names are due to be on the Milk Carton after next week? Not many. Not really. Not many. Not many to change. The only thing that I can tell you that will happen on the Milk Carton after next week is it'll only get smaller. Just put it that way. It will only get smaller. And that's a good thing, right? Because these people are very talented. They want to showcase their talents, and we want them to be exploited for our benefit of entertainment. Yeah. Or else, if they don't show up on TV, then dirt sheets will talk about how they're unhappy, how they want more money, or they brought their dog to a show and Vince got mad because he doesn't like terriers or something. I don't know. Stupid. All right. Enough of that. All right. Take a sip of the sources. Oh boy. Because it's now time to put my liver on the line. It's the part where I kind of need everyone's help in the chat room to talk me off the ledge, or to talk me onto a gurney, whichever two you want to do. It's time to predict this Sunday's Money in the Bank pay-per-view coming up from wherever the hell it is. I don't know. I don't really care. So, Daniel saying pray for me. Nah, don't want that. That only lets the people on high know that there's something going on and make it go by faster. So, here we go. Time to predict Money in the Bank. So what? We didn't change the logo. Who cares? You know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, I forgot to change the graphic. So what? I've been day drinking. Get over it. All right. 11 matches. 5 locks for this show. Very heavy fantasy booking that we got to do with some of this. I need theme music. No, I don't need theme music. I don't need any theme music. Gil's saying, ignore your gut instinct, Doug, since you don't know shit about professional wrestling. Well, you're kind of right about that. But I mean, look at our record. We're 32-16. We're pretty good. We're 666. Yeah, the devil. So, sorry about that. 32-16. We are 666. Fortuno Diablo. I love death metal. I can't help it. All right. 11 matches. 5 locks. Let's do it right now. For the SmackDown Tag Team titles, this is going to be on the pre-show. Daniel Bryan and Rowan defending against the Usos. All right. Daniel Bryan and Rowan just won these tag team titles last week by defeating the Usos. And the way that I always envision times like these, to where we just had a title change on TV and now we're going to go on to a pay-per-view, unless it happened the go-home episode, titles ain't changing. Titles ain't changing. I'll take Daniel Bryan and Rowan to retain. Because the Usos are on Raw. Wild card don't mean shit. Look. Okay, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan and Rowan are going to retain the titles. Oh, I'm locking it. Oh, I'm absolutely locking that. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer right there. Tony Niche, going up against Ali Davari. Arya? Is Arya? Arya Davari. Davari. The guy wearing the wife beater. Nice versus Davari for the Cruiserweight title. I have not watched any of the stuff. I don't know what's going on here. I only know that the soft pick is always to retain because Niche won the Cruiserweight title at WrestleMania. So I will take Nice to retain. No lock on that one. No lock on that one. None at all. I've got to indulge on some 205 Live. I think I'll do that in one episode, like I did where I binged on NXT. I'm gonna have to binge on 205 Live. I'll be honest, I'm gonna have to. Samoa Joe defending the United States title against Rey Mysterio. Okay, here's the big question. How long are we going to have this program go on? Dominic has not really gotten involved physically in any of this program since he was introduced 2 weeks before WrestleMania. And Samoa Joe squashing Mysterio at WrestleMania. And then Mysterio having a really good match with him later on television. So, what do we do here? How do we continue this program if Dominic has not gotten involved? What are we going to do? If you have Joe retain, then why would Rey Mysterio even still be in the picture, and why did we introduce Dominic in the first place? If Rey wins, now we have a reason why we introduced Dominic, so that Samoa Joe can go after Dominic, and we have something that can come up for Stomping Grounds or Extreme Rules. There's got to be a reason why we introduced Dominic. I haven't seen it yet. It's going to have to come to fruition sometime soon. God, I want Rey to win. I want Rey to win. I think Rey wins. But I think a DQ might be involved. I think a DQ might get involved in this. No, I think a DQ gets involved in this. I got Samoa Joe winning, but he's going to DQ himself. Samoa Joe's going to DQ himself. Samoa Joe wins. Do I want to lock that? Oh. No, I don't know if I want to lock that. I don't feel. No, I can't lock that. No. I got Samoa Joe winning. He's going to win, but there's going to be a DQ involved. So, yeah. He's going to pop Dominic in the face. Rey's going to grab a chair and go bonkers. Something's going to happen here where Samoa Joe wins by DQ. There we go. I can't lock it, though. Okay. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Andrade, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Fons Balor, Sami Zayn, Karen Corbin, Ali, and Randy Orton with his Randy Orton things. Okay. Here's where you got to put your fantasy booking hat on. But before we do that, let's just look at the stats of just looking at these 8 guys here. 3 of them are babyface. 5 of them are heel. Just, you got to keep that in mind. The 3 baby faces, you got Ricochet, Fons Balor, and Ali. Your other 5 heels, Andrade, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Karen Corbin, Randall Orton. Right now, your current champions on the respective brands are both baby faces. Both faces. So if there were to be a cash-in the formidable future, regardless of the belt, regardless of the champion, it will probably be on a babyface who just had a grueling title match, which in part means that whoever wins this Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be a heel. We've just narrowed it down by Sudoku. We've narrowed it down by process of elimination here. Okay, so we have ruled out Ricochet, Fons Balor, and Ali. It comes down to Andrade, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Karen Corbin, Randall Orton. So here's the bigger question. So if we know it's going to be one of those 5, you've got to bear in mind that there's this stupid freaking wild card rule, which means that they can cash in on any champion, whether it be Raw or SmackDown. So you got to bear that in mind. So, who would you pick? If I take Andrade, first off, him beating a worn-down Kofi Kingston for the SmackDown title, absolutely, I can absolutely buy him. Him beating a worn-down Seth Rollins for the Universal title, absolutely, I can buy it. So, put that up there. Drew McIntyre. Can I see Drew McIntyre beating up a worn-down Seth Rollins? Absolutely. Beating down a worn-down Kofi Kingston? Absolutely. Sami Zayn beating down a worn-down Seth Rollins? Not so much. Beating down a worn-down Kofi Kingston? Well, they established it this week. He did make an appearance to help out his buddy Kevin Owens. Keep it in mind. Karen Corbin. Beat down a worn-down Seth Rollins? Yeah, sure. Beat down a worn-down Kofi? Maybe. I don't know. Randy Orton? It's tried and true. I can't buy Randall Orton this time around. So now we've narrowed it down to Andrade, Drew McIntyre, halvesies on Seth Rollins, and maybe halvesies on Karen Corbin. So now we've narrowed half the field. The wrestling Cheeto Muncher in me wants Andrade. Okay? But when I'm thinking storylines, if I want to get heat on this title, oh boy. But I've also got to think about, okay, so Doug, you've got this half-baked notion that whoever wins it could also cash it in on SmackDown, even though they're part of the main roster. That means that every episode of SmackDown, they would be taking up a wild card slot. And that's where I reply, yes, of course, but they can always change it on the fly and say that it's going to be every 5 people. It doesn't matter about the stupid wild card rule or what the rosters are. It's open game, okay? It is open fucking game. It all depends on what the program is that I want it to lead up to and what will be a very interesting one. Right now, I'm staring at Andrade, Drew McIntyre, and Karen Corbin. Karen Corbin's got nuclear heat. Mega nuclear heat. Okay? You put a title on him, especially a major title, oh my God. Oh, it's going to be so good. Drew McIntyre gives you the badass heel, the badass heel heat that everyone can cheer for, There is something, though, about Drew McIntyre that I feel a swerve happening with him. I feel something happening with him to where the way that the MO is with the Drew McIntyre character is too chivalrous to be a bad guy. He hates complacency. The character hates those that are finding the easy way in. Though it would be a nice juxtaposition to have a briefcase on him. So, I get that. Andrade, we know if he were to be the champ, it would be a great match. Now, when it comes to building a character, building a program, it's going to be a little tough. Okay? But in-ring problem is nothing. That's no problem. But you still got to work on the character. So, Drew McIntyre or Karen Borbin. I'm not buying Sami Zayn. It's way too early. We have been building both of them very well for the past 12 to 15 months. Oh, man. I've heard a lot of people saying Drew. Which leads me to believe it's not going to be Drew. They will throw us for a loop. I got a feeling they'll throw us for a loop on this one. Have it be Karen Borbin again? I don't know about that. I would like it to be Andrade, but that has Dolph Ziggler feel to it. You know what I mean? I can't buy Andrade. It has Dolph Ziggler feel. I like the idea of Drew having it because of the contradiction. We ain't getting no Demon Balor, Jason. Stop it. We ain't getting a Demon Balor. Oh, Karen Borbin. Oh, Daniel. Karen Borbin winning the briefcase and failing to cash it in. Oh my God. Failing to cash it again. That builds so well on his character too. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay. So Drew with the contradiction to his character of having a briefcase, but though he wants everyone to work hard for what they get, even though he's going to find the easy way to get what he wants. Or Karen Borbin squandering another opportunity. Okay. Oh, that's so tough. Shit. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down hard. Okay? You've done it. You sold me. I'm taking Borbin. I'll take Karen Borbin, and I'm going to lock that son of a bitch. All right. Corbin. Lock it. Oh, man. Thank you. Okay. That's what I got. Whew. Oh, boy. All right. Ugh. All right. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Does Braun interfere? Oh, shit. Yes, he does. Yeah. Braun's going to interfere in this match. Oh, shit. But if he does, he would prevent both Drew and Baron getting the briefcase, right? Again, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down in flames. Okay, so back to Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Ember Moon, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Natalya, Naomi, Carmella. More stats to give you with this match. Only 2 of these female performers are heels. That being Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss. Once again, we got to take the same line of thinking with the men's match, and we got to apply that to the women's match. Right now, your women's title holder is Becky Lynch, one lady. Now, that means that with her 2 title matches, it's dependent on who wins those, who wins this match. So now we have to think about, with these 8 women, to try to fantasy book them in title matches with a winded competitor of one of 3. So, is Alexa Bliss really a heel? Yeah, Bliss has always been a heel. All right. I'm going to make this really simple. I'm going to paint this really simple. Ember Moon, Carmella, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Okay, get further away from this. Doug, think a little bit here. Okay. 4 of these women were on TV just giving monologues. Those were all the ladies from the SmackDown. All the ladies from Raw had a match. Oh God. Jesus Christ. First, okay, I'm just going to narrow this down. I don't see Ember Moon winning it. I don't see it. They haven't built her up enough on SmackDown for you to elicit it happening. Mandy Rose, she's been on TV every week. Dana Brooke, they're just starting to build her up, but it's just not enough right now. They really need to build her up some more. Alexa Bliss has been on TV every week. Bayley, she was doing the monologue thing this week, but she did interject herself in with the Superstar shakeup, interrupting Ember Moon when Charlotte was in the ring, saying that there should be something new. Natalya, God damn it, I don't want to think about Natalya. Naomi, she's just in limbo to me for some reason, and same with Carmella. She seems to be in limbo. My mind and my heart is telling me Bayley. Bayley is the one. Because I think it works if either Charlotte or Becky win the title match. With Charlotte and Becky going at it for the SmackDown Women's title, if I'm having a SmackDown female win it to take it, Bayley is the one that I'm thinking of. That'll do it. Per storyline. Per character development. And also, if Charlotte were to win and, she's heel, Bayley can take it being the face. Being the baby face. So, it's kind of what I'm looking at. Although 3 of the 4 SmackDown performers are baby faces, she seems to be the most convincing one. Kind of catch where I'm going here? I mean, I could go with Ember Moon, and that would be the same thing, but Ember Moon has not been on TV as much as Bayley for the past half year. I'm taking Bayley. I'll take Bayley in the women's Money in the Bank title match. I've got 6 matches after this. Gil's saying Bayley cashes in on Becky for a heel turn. Finally gets that Sasha stank off. Yeah, that's true, Andrew. Do I lock Bayley? I don't know. No, I can't lock Bayley. No, I can't lock it. I made too much of a chance locking Bourbon. Okay, so we can't do that. For the Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. I'm taking Becky Lynch on this one. Just for the sake of trying to build up the Raw Women's roster. It's going to be a real work to try to do. And more to it, we've added Naomi to the mix of the Raw Women's roster. We have a Sasha Banks that is trying to get over herself and get back on the Raw Women's roster. You got Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss. There's plenty that Becky Lynch can work with still. So I've got to take Becky with that one. Do I lock it? I still have 5 matches to go with this. No, I'm not going to lock that. No, I'm taking Lynch to retain the Raw Women's title. Shane McMahon versus The Miz in a steel cage match. Do I really care about this match? What are the implications of this match? If The Miz wins, what is in it for him? To go after the Intercontinental title and Finn Balor? If Shane wins, is he still going to pester and torment people? Nope. I go with The Miz. I go with The Miz, and I lock it. Yeah, I'm going with The Miz, and I'm locking this one. It seems to be a no-brainer. I locked The Miz at WrestleMania, and the only way I lost is because of an arm draped over someone. Now, Roman Reigns versus Elias. There's a lot of... This thing has been going on for too long, involving way too many people for Roman Reigns to win. Yeah, I hear you, Kit. You're sick of the Miz and Shane feud. Yeah, I am too. Roman and Elias. This is another one I'm kind of sick of, but there's way too many outside forces here. Shane McMahon, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's not on the card, everybody. He's not on the card. He's on Raw. Roman Reigns is on SmackDown alongside Elias. I can see some chicanery happening here. Nevertheless, you still take the guy with the feel-good story. But if you do that, you kill off the Elias program, and what's up with Elias then? No. You take Elias. You take Elias on this one. Taking Elias. Do I lock it? No. Nope, not locking it. I've got 2 locks to go and 3 matches left. Oh boy. Okay. This is not good. Kofi Kingston defending the WWE Heavyweight title against Kevin Owens. We know Sami Zayn has taken part in the stuff that's been going on with this. We know that Xavier Woods has been taking part in stuff going on with this. I'm seeing a lot of stuff happening in the future. Okay. Sami Zayn taking part in this and kind of being an outside force and Xavier Woods coming in to help out. Yeah, I can see that happening. But I'm looking at a lot of drama coming out of SmackDown and this title involving Kingston, Woods, Big E when he's healthy, Owens, and Sami Zayn. There's going to be a ton of stuff going on here. We're talking, this is a program that's going to go on for another 4 or 5 months. This is the long one. Sami Zayn will get involved in this. He'll be the wild card guy showing up. The inevitable game that I'm looking at, though, is when it comes to the Kingston character and how he's been telling Xavier Woods, he's got this, please don't get in my business, please don't do anything. And Xavier Woods' butt gets in and tries to help. Big E gets healthy in July, comes back. They're all buddy-buddy again. Prepare yourself for Woods and Big E turning on Kofi. Prepare yourselves. The turn is not going to be pretty. It's going to be when Kofi is getting the absolute living shit beat out of him by a ton of people. And the two of them run down to the ring to try to attempt the save and back off. Prepare yourselves for it. It could happen. Will it? I don't know. Kofi, I absolutely see being a Money in the Bank victim. I absolutely see it. At the hands of Karen Bourbon? Sure, but I can see Karen Bourbon losing on that attempt to Kofi Kingston. So, remember, we kind of painted ourselves in a corner here. We've got Karen Bourbon winning that briefcase. First off, when it comes to this match, and regardless of what we're preparing for emotion-wise or storyline-wise with these guys and others for the coming months, concentrate on the match right now. Kofi Kingston retains. Lock it. Yeah. Kingston retains. Lock it. I got no problem with that. Seth Rollins defending the WWE Universal title against AJ Styles. Oh, but Doc, Gallows and Anderson are on Raw now. AJ, he's going to have some backup in there, and he's going to help out. That's what's going to help out Seth. Seth Rollins retains. Seth Rollins retains. This is where Karen Bourbon tries to cash in and fails. That's what I see. I see Rollins retaining, period. You could carry this longer, to try to establish AJ as a heel. You could, but right now this match is not appealing to me at all. Okay, I have no idea. It really is. No, Kit brings it up. It's hard to care about this title. It really is. You've got to have good versus evil going at it. Why it's AJ, I don't know. Unless they're trying to do something for a heel turn, and that's what I'm anticipating. But right now, Rollins is retaining. Rollins retains. Am I locking it? No. I can't lock this. I've got to lock the final match. I have to lock this final match. Take a sip of the sources, because this one's a doozy. Becky Lynch defending the SmackDown Women's title against Charlotte. This, again, goes back to... We booked ourselves in a corner. We booked Bayley to win the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So that means we've got to have a heel champion on SmackDown. And we've got to have something worth fighting over there on the SmackDown. We should have babyface champion over there. No. Well, Gil's bringing up the hard one. Okay, we've got Bayley winning the Money in the Bank briefcase to cash in on whoever wins this match. Okay? If she cashes in on Charlotte, she remains a babyface. Stays a babyface. If she cashes in on Becky, she is going to be one weird-ass heel. But if you do that, then who is going to be your main babyface on SmackDown? Don't really have one. Do you? You don't. I keep Bayley as a babyface, having her cash in on Charlotte to take that title. And now you've got Bayley established as champ, to where if you're doing any turns or anything like that, you're able to do them very easily. I'm taking Charlotte and I'm locking it. Taking Charlotte and locking it. I booked myself into a corner in this. I booked myself into a really big corner. That's why I hate this pay-per-view. It's so hard to really predict it and pray that you don't die when you're trying to do a show next week. All right, so here to review predictions for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view coming up on Sunday. Pray for my liver. Daniel Bryan and Rowan, they will be retaining the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the Usos. They will retain, and I'm locking it. Tony Nese will retain his Cruiserweight title against Eric. No, not Eric. Bob Daivari. Samoa Joe will win his match against Rey Mysterio for that United States title. Could be by DQ. Men's in the Bank briefcase match of the things. I've got Karen Bourbon, and I'm locking it. Microphone, you can stay put where you are. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match, Karen Bourbon, locking it. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, Bayley is who I am taking. Becky Lynch defending her Raw Women's title against Lacey Evans. I am taking Becky Lynch to retain. The Miz versus Shane McMahon in Steel Cage match. I've got The Miz, and I'm locking it. Roman Reigns versus Elias. I've got Elias winning this match. Kofi Kingston defending the WWE Heavyweight title against Kevin Owens. I've got Kofi Kingston retaining, locking it. Seth Rollins defending the WWE Universal title against AJ Styles. I have Seth Rollins retaining. And finally, Becky Lynch defending the SmackDown Women's title against Charlotte. I have Charlotte as your new WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, and I am locking it. And that's going to do it for this episode of Wrestleview Weekly. Thank you, everyone, for showing up in the chat room. Dear Lord, let yourselves be known right now in the next 30 seconds to 45 seconds, or else you can all just, I don't know, do something. I'm going to take a sip of the sources real quick. And after that, I will remind you that tune in to this very place on SmackDown. SmackDown? Wrestleview. Holy hell, the beer's kicking in. Tune into this YouTube channel of the Wrestleviews on the YouTubes. We will be reviewing the Money in the Bank pay-per-view immediately following so. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Andrew. Hey, James. Hey, Kit. Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining in. Tune in to hear Sunday after the pay-per-view. Me and Mike Tedesco are going to review said show. Also, tune in to Monday, where we will have the post Money in the Bank Raw, which is not exactly a big thing. Hey, Shifty. Hey, Gills. The next show could be eventful. It could be. It always is, okay? Tune in. Post-Raw discussion with Mike and Victoria Tedesco. And as always, everyone, I'm telling you right now, tune in to here next week. Because Lord knows I could be taking 5 shots of tequila. Because I don't know shit about professional wrestling. Thank you all so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. I love doing this every week. And as always, know when you're being sold to.